But let's get into this. Not much has changed on it, but that Fusion SE, that's the motor I like to run anyway. Do like the fact that it comes with these 2 2s now. Let's go ahead and break the factory seal together. Oh yeah. Dive into this. So I did get rid of my first optic. I got an optic when they very first came out. Got an RTR, and I ended up building it probably not as well as I should have and getting rid of it. But since then, they have come out with some pretty cool stuff, I will say. You know, they got that bug body. They've got the Terra Recon, which is probably the route I'm going to go. But definitely wanted to get another one of these. Was very enticing when, heck, all I would need to do to this thing is a steering servo. Woo! Oh yeah. Thing is sweet. Like how they come with that PSC sticker now. Definitely. Ooh, those tires feel sticky and grippy. Woo! Those tires are probably gonna do really well. Definitely gonna be giving them a shot and see how they perform. My goodness, they're just so sticky. So sticky. Whew. Oh yeah. Not that great of I still believe buggies need 100 mil. Definitely gonna have to throw some D1 RC shocks on here. But we will catch you guys back out on the rocks when we take this out to our testing grounds for the first time. See how well I can capture this. How's everybody doing? Adventure AZ here. I'm Gabriel. Today we got the new Vanquish H10 Optic Sparco V2 brushless. Gonna give that the first drive out here at Mini Moab. So let's get to it. All right. So the Vanquish H10 Optic Sparco V2, that brushless system right out of the box. It's pretty sweet. That's usually my go-to motor is at SE. So this is a steep, really steep climb. Right here, we're gonna be right at the bottom. Give it a bump, get up that bottom, and just ride that ledge on up. Nice steep climb. That H10 Optic just handled it like nothing right out of the box. These tires are very nice and grippy. Very nice and grippy. Gotta love the control of that brushless system. So like, I mean, the only thing you'd have to do to this really right out of the box is maybe add some weight and do a steering servo. That's about it. Let's take this little line right here. Great option to get into. Yeah, let's back up, see if we can wedge that front in there better. Oh, hit the throttle. Yeah, there's a decent price point on it, but when you take into consideration, you know, what one of these would cost as an RTR, then once you put one of those motors into it, it's... Believe it or not, we made it. Once you take into the consideration of that cost, it really balances out for what you get. I'm not gonna lie, the new livery is pretty nice. See if we can squeeze it through this. Oop, we got her wedged in there pretty good. There we go. Get that wedge in there, get it working. Man, these tires are performing really well. I have got to say, very happy with this thing right out of the box. Oh, just could use some weight. Hold her down. That's really about it. A little bit of weight. We got her wedged in this hole here. Try to keep our rear balanced and squeeze that front through. All right. Yeah, even being loaded up with some dirt, these tires are doing a pretty darn good job out here on the rocks in Arizona. We'll just continue on down this path. Most everybody that crawls out here locally probably knows this little spot I'm in. Can't be afraid to get those first scratches on her. Oh, I seen some scratches. Can't be afraid of it though. She ain't no shelf princess. And typically I do like to run the other way in this little crevice here. I normally like to run that way, but I decided to come the other way just because it would continue on into this. We've got a nice little trail run going here. Just keep it going, man. I just drove into a web. Oh, you know, I already drove through it. So we're gonna take that web with us, I guess. Well, see how we can do. There's multiple lines through here, and we decided to take a messed up one, but there are multiple lines to take through here, which makes it really fun. And I think we might as well play in this little area. We'll call it the playground. Play in this little spot. And check it out. There's all sorts of lines through here. Woo! Look at that, pull that line right there. Oh, getting a little tippy. Oh, come on. All right. Had to completely readjust and fix myself. Almost fell down over here. But now we got ourselves situated. Hit this line again. And I'm pretty sure, boom, it'll stick it. It'll stick it, come on, little throttle, little throttle. There we go. Oh yeah. Wow. Not gonna lie. This thing is doing better than my Heliumon that was stock out here. We got hung up on something and it completely messed us up. It's the only thing I don't like. It is scale, but that's the only thing I don't like is not having a tube or a tub right here versus what you get on the Capra or the Heliumon. Having that tub design to get you over things. Both the tub and the rail is realistic. There's plenty of buggies that have that set up. But it is just nicer to have the tub. I mean, this optic's done pretty well so far. Let's see how. There's a couple different lines on this. I think I want to take the drop in from the top and see how the optic handles the drop in over here. So we're gonna skate by, try to get out of that sun, skate by this ledge right here. It's pretty stable. I mean, she could definitely use some weight in the tires down low, but I will say fairly stable. I really don't remember my first optic RTR performing this well out of the box for some reason. Maybe I wasn't that good of a driver back then. Still could use some learning, but hey, there's always room for improvement. The day you stop learning is the day you die, right? Can never stop learning, never stop improving. This is a hefty drop once we get down here. This is definitely going to test the stability without any weight stock. So smooth though. I just barely creep it forward and stop, and it just stops. That's, come on. Can't beat that brushless control. Our front is coming down that ledge, she's just sliding nice and stable. So controlled. Oh, our front's kind of rolling over, but not too horribly. That rear's coming down, helping that front stay settled. We are on the edge, guys. Look at that. That just squirrels right by this. That was awesome. I will say, to come down this drop and squeeze through this ledge like that, stock, that was wicked, guys. So the H10 Optic Sparco V2 is definitely a good starting point and good platform to build on. There's obviously always some things that some people aren't gonna like. But hey, they can't give you everything right out of the box, you know? So, but I would say that as far as RTRs go, the Vanquish H10 Optic is pretty darn good right out of the box. I would have to say for my box stock trucks, what I've driven box stock and whatnot, This would have to be one of the top trucks that I've driven box stock, and it been able to handle the majority of what I throw at it. Come on. Trying to wiggle through this. I know we can. I got it bound up. It's a nice hefty little line right here going up. And very sandy. We definitely have to battle for these. These trails don't just hand it over. But that's what we want. We like our challenges. That's one way to do it. Not at all how I want to do it, but that's one way to do it. When in doubt, throttle out. Ah, finally, them clouds are coming over. Now that's the thing, this Optic has a really low belly, but the breakover is not horrible. You know, it's not the best. It's not horrible. Gets the job done. This is a nice climb right here. Goes into this ledgy stuff. We got some ledges to fight right here. Let's see if we can get the hook. This Optic is doing really well box stock out here. Let's see if we can keep it going. We want to climb that front end up on there. That way we hook that passenger front. So we climb up that driver front to force the bite on the passenger front. And that's what gives us the bite back here and the bite up there, and just forces that thing to give traction through that. There we go. Nice. Gotta love that control with the brushless, and I'm not kidding, guys. These what are they? Oh, open country RTs? Oh, they're not an MT or an AT, they're an RT. Those are becoming popular. These open country RTs are doing really good. I really think just a little bit of weight. See, right here we don't have our steering, so we're gonna have to take a little reverse. We need more steering. And right here, this bottom ledge, it just takes a little bump. Well, that's about all we've been able to get today here with the new Vanquish H10 Optic brushless. It's been a fun run out here. I gotta say, it's been one of the most enjoyable RTRs to drive out here at our local test spot, Mini Moab. And I will say stay tuned, because I will be building this thing up, thinking about going the Terra Recon route. But nothing's set in stone yet. So gonna have to get some D1 RC shocks. But to anybody that's thinking about getting one of these right out of the box, it performs really well. Great platform to start on, great platform to build off of. So for anybody thinking they want to get into it and get into the buggy side, I'd suggest getting the new Vanquish H10 Sparco. Oh, sorry, Vanquish H10 Optic Sparco V2. There's a whole lot in there, but brushless, by the way. So for anybody that's thinking about getting into it, definitely a good rig. And we're gonna build her up and put her on some gnarly lines. So we will catch you guys next time. Have a good one. Hit that like button and subscribe. Thanks for watching.